We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10, Darnold. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. A fast footwork by White. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. Gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A handoff, running left, Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Jones. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Being chased out left. Darnold, he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out in practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Henry.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Second and 10. Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Brown has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Denzel Mims. Carry now for Derrick Henry. Able to power through. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 8. Now off the bootleg, Darnold rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
2 and now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. That's caught by Howard. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Henry again on second down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
63 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run the counter. Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tua now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Henry. Fights loose. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
72 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A first down throw, Darnold. Man open left side is Brown. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's got Harrison left side complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. A check down here to Jones.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Amani Hooker. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 30, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, Had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Here's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw now for Darnold. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Not without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.